जयो राधा माधव जयो कुंज बिहारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लावण्य माता जी सिंह I'll put a message.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You are able to hear now. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
now it is fine.
Prabhu, ప్రేమ ధ్వని ప్లే చేశారా?
లేదు ప్రభు, కీర్తన అయిపోయిందండి.
జై ఓం విష్ణుపాద పరమహంస పరివ్రాజక ఆచార్య అష్టోత్తర సతశ్రీ శ్రీనివాస్ డివైన్ గ్రేస్ అభయ చరణారవింద భక్తి వేదాంత స్వామి శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదికి జై. జగద్గురు శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదికి జై. అనంత కోటి వైష్ణవ బృందకి జై. రామాచార్య శ్రీ హరిదాస్ ఠాకూర్ की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री गंगमय यमुनमयी की जय. श्री भक्ति देव तुलसीदेव महारानी की जय. सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. All glorious assembled devotees, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Devotees, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Devotees, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shri Guru and Garambo, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Okay. How many of you had a chance to revise what we discussed in the last few sessions about Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay, obviously you are all busy and may not have had any chance. Okay, the reason why we discuss it before we move on to the next is just to recall what we have, right? What we have understood before we can move further. What are the 10 topics in Srimad Bhagavatam that are importantly covered?
Sarga Visarga.
So this is very, very important for us. Please understand, this particular understanding Srimad Bhagavatam, we cannot just listen and go away and hope it will come. There is a need to go back and rework on that. What are the 10 topics that we have covered? Why we have covered? What is it involved?
First one is Sarga,
Yes.
Where we had the creation of universe. The creation of universe is that you also showed the chart, Prabhuji, like where Krishna is there, and then we have all the rest of the universe, and then Garbhodaya Krishna, Kshirodaya Krishna, that is the one. And next we did was Visarga, that is the Brahma creation of the human life, and then the Manus and that Manvantara, that one. And what was the next one? Sthanam, I think.
Let's drive it logically, Mataji. Let's drive it logically for a recap. Once the beings are created, right?
Yeah.
What happens next?
Next, they're positioning all those living entities.
Yes, Sthanam.
Yeah, Sthanam.
Right? Once they are placed somewhere, okay, is it enough if they are placed, or is there something that needs to be facilitated?
Poshanam.
Right?
Yeah.
The protection and maintenance.
Yes.
Now, when the Lord is doing so much, what should the living entities have in return? Or inclination. Remember?
Yes, inclinations.
Or inclination.
Yes.
Yes. So the living entities need to have the inclination.
Inclinations.
Yes. Then comes the Ishanukadha.
Yeah.
Right? And all
Yes.
those things. Yes.
Yeah. And then we reshuffled that Ashraya and Mukti and Nirodha.
Akshaya, Mukti and Nirodha.
Nirodha.
So please understand that there is a continuity. So let me share the screen and speak once again so that we reconnect to that, and then we move on to today's topic.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्ये मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं नमामो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनित्यनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादि पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरद्वीसे नमः नमो ब्राह्मणे देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदेवतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपरमं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदां सगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हरि ओं तत्सत् I'll share my screen right, and next let me open in Bhakti the PPT that we were discussing about Bhagavatam overview of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam overview. That's the one. Right. So, if we logically look at the topics that are covered, right? Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Uti, right? Inclination. In between there is the Manvantara, the reigns of Manus. Then comes Ishanukadha, then Ashraya, Mukti, and Nirodha. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The connectivity makes sense now, logically? Because when people have inclination to act, they have to act within different manvantaras. Yes? Make sense?
Yep.
I mean, they are acting depending on the manvantaras. Either they get their karma phala, or if they are working according to, they get engaged in Ishanukadha, they get the Ashraya. Right? Ishanukadha, they get the Ashraya. That means once they go through the Lord's incarnations and the topics and about his devotees, they surrender to the Supreme Lord. And then the liberation comes, but the Nirodha doesn't trouble them because they are always with the Lord. Is everyone clear on this flow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, then let's continue where we had left off. So it's important that we also do the Chatushloki of Bhagavatam. But before we do the Chatushloki of Bhagavatam, there is one topic that I wish to cover, and then we will move into the Chatushloki of Bhagavatam, which is the actual creation part of the story which we talk about. Right? If you talk about the entire creation, Sri Brahma Samhita actually talks in a very, very specific way. Yesyai kanishvasita kalam athavalambya jivanti roma vilaja jagadandanadha Vishnor mahansa iha yesya kada visesho govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So, here, from the pores of Mahavishnu, Brahma and the other devatas are appearing. Right? Pores of the hairs of Mahavishnu. And they remain alive for the one breath of Lord Brahma. Right? But that Lord Mahavishnu himself is an expansion of Lord Krishna. That Krishna, here, Lord Brahma is saying, I am worshipping. If you recall the first image that we had discussed, right? We discussed the first image where Lord Krishna is there in the Goloka Vrindavan, then there is the Mahat Tattva, and Lord Mahavishnu is coming. Let's go back and look at that. That's what is being said. Where is that universe's lifespan is fine.
Third row, Prabhu. Yeah.
No, not this one, Prabhu, not this one. Just a minute. I'm looking for a PPT, Prabhu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see here? Alright? There is that, then there is the Mahat Tattva, and then there is the Sri Mahavishnu coming and lying in the Garbha ocean. Yes? Karana ocean, Garbhodaka ocean, and then there is the Paramatma. That's the way, that's the point here. Now, let's come. Now you see, a single breath of Mahavishnu, as you can see, is bringing out all these devatas and everybody. Well, this is something that I had shared with you for your reading. How the various years and everything are calculated. These are based on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 11, Slokas 5 to 12. I've given it in a very, very structured manner. We will discuss these when we cover those slokas, but you need to understand this is how time gets measured in the Vedic time cycle. Clear on this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Where we come to fortnight, actually a day is not the thing, or nimesha, right? One nimesha is further divided into one lava, one veda, into one truti and one hexaatom. So, and one double atom. So, we are talking about atomic measurement of time. That's why Vedic time measurement, you will see, is amazing. I wanted to bring this to the fore and let you understand how magical this whole thing works in terms of numerology and numerical, so that you understand that how the Vedic time has been derived, right? So Maitreya Muni says in the 3rd canto, 11th chapter, 18th verse, right? O Vidra, 4 millenniums are called the Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali, and the aggregate number of all these years combined is equal to 12,000 years of demigods. So 360 human years is one Devata year, but 12,000 such years, 360 human calendar years is one Devata year, and 12,000 such years Devatas are existing. Therefore, you see, Satya Yuga, millennium equals 4,800 years of Devatas, 3,600 years is Treta, 2,400 years is Dwapara, and 1,200 years is Kali. This is Devata years. Multiply that by 360. You get the, if you take the 1,200 multiply by 360, you will get your 43 lakhs 20,000, etc. So now that's what I have done. 4 lakhs 32,000 I meant. 1,200 multiplied by 360 is 4 lakhs 32,000, 8 lakhs 64,000, 12 lakhs 96,000, 17 lakhs 28,000, one Kali Yuga, 2 times Kali Yuga, 3 times Kali Yuga, 4 times Kali Yuga. Right? The total of 4 yugas is therefore 43 lakhs 20,000. Right? What I said earlier. The total of 4 yugas is 43 lakhs 20,000. Kali Yuga itself is 4 lakhs 32,000. Make sense how these numbers are coming up? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So, 360 human calendar years is 1 year of the Devatas. That's what we remember. Right? Multiply that 360 by 1,200, That's one Kali Yuga. Multiply that 360 by 2400, that's one Dwapara Yuga. Multiply by 360 by 3600, that's one Treta Yuga. Multiply it by 4800, that's one Satya Yuga. And sum of all these, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just to make it clear, let me call it 1 times Kali Yuga. I should have done that. Just let me get it right where it goes. Alright, not to worry. It's not happening. 1 times Kali Yuga. Right. If we add that 4, 3, 2, 1, how much does it become?
10.
10 times 4 lakhs 32,000 is 43 lakhs 20,000.
Yeah.
Right? I will request you to forget the zeros in each of these years, human years, and add the numbers, please. Just the digits other than zeros. And tell me what it comes to.
9.
4 plus 3 plus 2.
9.
8 plus 6 plus 4.
9.
1296.
3.
9.
1728.
9.
Navagraha Kutami. The 9 numbers, how these grahas and everything, they move, right? And sum total of the entire 4 Kali Yugas, 4 plus 3 plus 2.
9.
Right? Yes. And what's the basis of this? What's the basis of this? The number is 12. The number is 12. Half a day is 12. Yes or no? Hare Krishna?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes, true.
Half a day is 12. That's where it starts. 1200 Devata years. Right? Then it becomes 2400, which is 1 day. Then it becomes 36, which is 2 days, which becomes 40, 1.5 days. Then 48, which is 2 days. Right? In terms of plain hours. Yes? Does it make sense? 12 hours is half a day. 24 hours is 1 human day. Yes?
Yes.
Right. If you add these two numbers, it starts with 3, 6, 9, and ultimately where does it end up with?
3
8
again.
plus 4 is 12, right?
Yeah. That's
See, 2 plus 1 is 3 in this case, 4 plus 2 is 6 in this case, 6 plus 3 is 9 in this case.
yeah.
Yes?
It's a 12. Yeah.
9, 12.
Yeah, 12.
12. So add these, 12 plus 9, 21, 21 plus 6, 27,
Plus 6, 27.
27 plus
27.
3,
3, 30.
30, 3 plus 0,
3.
3. 1/3 of 9. Yes? 1/3 of the 9 number we discussed. Right? And 9 plus 3 is 12. So the 9 and 12 are the guide numerical numbers in all our time calculations. Make sense? Hare Krishna?
Yes, true.
By human calculation, 1000 ages taken together form the duration of Brahma's 1 day. Right? And such duration of his Brahma's 1 night. So if you take the 1000 cycles of 4 yugas, that's 1 day of Lord Brahma, which is 12 hours of Lord Brahma. So 1 day and 1 night. Sorry Prabhu, somebody has a lot of background noise. Could you kindly mute yourself, please? Hare Krishna. 1 day and 1 night, it's 2 times 432, which is 864. 1 month of Lord Brahma multiplied by 30 days, that's what it comes. 1 year of Lord Brahma multiplied by 12, that's what it comes. And 100 years of Lord Brahma multiplied by 100, and that becomes the 311 trillion 40 billion years, which is 1 breath of Sri Mahavishnu. Does that make sense? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So, the basis of this, which is what Krishna is saying, Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravritana Arjuna. Even where Brahma is there, it gets recreated again and again and again up to Brahma Loka. So, even that larger life is not permanent, it's just large. That's all. Not really permanent in that sense. Yes, so therefore, please understand that we are very, very, very minuscule and infinitesimal in the scheme of these things. And therefore, when we are trying to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, as we discussed earlier, the most important thing is to realize that in all these grahas, in all these universes, this is in one universe, in all the various million universes, we are on just one, we are in one universe, and within the universe we are on one planet, and within the planet we are on one continent, and within the continent we are in one country, and within the country we are in one state, and within the state we are in one town, and within that town we are in one area, and within that area we are in one street, and within that street we are in one house, and within that house, if you are in apartments, one block of apartments, within that one apartment, and within that one apartment, one room, and within that one room, among many living entities, we have one living entity. With that as the basis, we need to put our ahankara aside and then be ready to learn Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute. This is actually compiled and composed by Srila Vyasadeva. So it's very important for us to understand how we should learn Srimad Bhagavatam. I am not rushing into the Chatushloki because I want to ensure that we have the right context and mindset and then start the Chatushloki. Right? Let us understand one thing. I want to draw a parallel and bring out some understanding here so that we are all clear on this. When Srila Vyasadeva had started compiling Srimad Bhagavatam, where did he get all that motivation from? Does anybody know that Leela?
From Narad Muni.
From Narada Muni. Why did he need motivation from Narada Muni?
This actually, once I asked this question to one of the Prabhujis in our class. Prabhu, I'm going to repeat the same answer. I asked because Vyasadeva is none other than like Lord himself, and why did he need instruction from Narada? The answer was given that Lord always want to praise his devotee. It's not that Lord always want to praise himself. So Narad Muni, being a very big devotee of Lord Vishnu and Narayana wanted to praise his devotee. He's such a big devotee. So to praise his devotees, Lord normally creates this Leela.
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, that's always there, Mataji. But we have to understand it from the perspective of Srimad Bhagavatam as well. What you said is absolutely right. The devotee has wonderfully presented the reason for this, right? We got to remember one thing though. While Srila Vyasadeva is an avatara of Lord Krishna, he is Shakti Avesha Avatara. What is it called? Let me open a little Word document and type so that you all can see. I hope you are able to see my Word document.
Yes, Prabhu.
Shakti Avesha Avatara. That means, Lord's energy filled or possessed incarnation. Makes it clear? Right? Which energy of the Lord? It is the Jnana Shakti or the knowledge potency. Yes? Remember, what is the transcendental form of Lord Krishna?
Satchitananda.
Yes. Is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternity, eternal. Chit means full of knowledge, and Ananda means full of bliss. Yes, the Chit potency or the knowledge potency avatara is Lord, is Srila Vyasadeva. Yes.
Yes, Guru.
Now, while he is the knowledge potency avatara, right, he had come to distribute the Vedic knowledge. Yes or no?
Yes, Guru.
So, how did he distribute the Vedic knowledge? Earlier it used to be one Veda, he divided it into 4 Vedas. Then he gave it to his 4 disciples. And then he taught them Upanishads. So, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Because he first needed to take care of those people who had to gradually progress. Dharma, duty. Artha, wealth. Kama, desires. And finally, moksha, liberation. Yes? These are called Chatur Vidha Phala, or 4 kinds of fruits. Of what? Of material existence according to Vedic principles. Right? These are Chaturvidha Phala. So, this is what he had glorified. Then, thereafter, he did the Puranas. Right? And then he did the Itihasas. Itihasas, basically Ramayana and Mahabharata. Basically, they are nothing but history. Puranas, these are various leelas in the 3 modes of material nature. That means some Puranas some are in the mode of ignorance, some are in the mode of passion, and some are in the mode of goodness. Clear? Clear on the various things that, yeah?
Yes.
So Vedas, if you see, right, they primarily deal with the Chaturvidha Phala, which are these Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Right? Then you get the Upanishads. Upanishad means sitting together closely. Who? The disciples of Srila Vyasadeva. The disciples of Srila Vyasadeva sitting close to him. Make sense? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, these primarily deal with Brahman. Brahman, knowledge dissemination. After that come the Puranas, which talk about the various Leelas, which say how the various Devatas, right? These are all of Devatas. These are all also of Devatas. But these are primarily of Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu. Yes? What are in the mode of goodness are primarily related to Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu Mataji, other than Ajay Prabhu, could somebody advise if you are good with this categorization till now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, one small question, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
This Chaturvida Phala, 4 kinds of fruits, material existence according to Vedic principles. So when we do some kind of activity, so is that like from Vedic perspective, we expect something like Dharma, Artha and Kama Moksha? Is that the understanding?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, the point is this. Let us talk about, everybody performs Ganesh Chaturthi, right? Or Vinayak
Yes.
Chaturthi. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
How do we start Vinayak Chaturthi? What is the first mantra we chant? Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Seshivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
The first mantra we chant for all the obstacles to be destroyed is to Lord Vishnu. People
Yes.
mistake this to be actually Lord Ganesha. No, it's not. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Seshivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Thereafter it comes Agajanana Padmakam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Right?
Yes.
Then all that Sumukasya Ekadantasya etc. come. After that, why do we say Lambodar Vishnu Vignarajo Ganadhipaha Dhumaketu Ganadhipa Phalachandravajam Bhakratunda Supameham Kandapura Chodasa Vidyarambhe Vivahe Cha Praveshe Nirgame Tadha Sangrame Sarvakaryeshu Vignastasya Najayati. Right? You see the mantra. Vignarajo Ganadhipaha Dhumaketu Ganadhiksha Phalachandro Gajananaha Vakatunda Sulpakarno Herambas Kandapurvaja Shoda Saitani Namani Pateche Shunyadapi. If you chant the 60 names of Ganesha, Vidyarambhe in the beginning of education, Vivahecha at the time of marriage, Vidyarambhe Vivahecha, Praveshe Nirgame Tadha, or anything that you want to enter, there is no obstacle. Sangrame Sarvakaryeshu, whether you are going for a battle or for any activity, Vignastasya Najayate, there may not be any obstacles. So what are we saying? I am performing the puja so that I have some benefit. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So there is always this dharma, artha, kama. Right? After that, after performing the entire puja, what happens? At the end, people go and say, Krishnarpanamastu. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. How does the puja start? It starts saying Om Keshavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha. Right?
Yes.
Please understand the difference. But when we do the same Achamanam in ISKCON, what will we chant? Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha. Okay. It's important that we understand the difference between other pujas and what we are doing in ISKCON for that very reason. That's why I'm bringing it and talking about Ganesh Chaturthi. Right? The point is, when we are saying Keshavaya Swaha, Narayanaya Swaha, Madhavaya Swaha, when we chant the entire, what do we say? Vayasvanamantare, Manvantare, Kaliyuge, Pradhamapatye, Jambudvipe, Bharatavarshe, Bharatkhande, Meroh, Dakshina Vibhage, Sri Sailesya, Vayuve, Pradeshe, Asmin Vyavarage, Chandramanena, Prabhavati, Shashrama, Shashi Samsaranam Madhye. Yes, when we are giving our entire description, right? What are we doing? We are saying, I so and so, situated at such and such location, right? We are identifying ourselves, because most of you are from IT, right? So I'm taking an IT example. It's like in a computer network, how a single computer identifies itself, right? We are identifying ourselves and then saying, for me, when I'm trying to go for my study, for me when I'm trying to go for my, job, let there be no obstacles, because it's me who is going there. I'm the one who wants to enjoy that, so I am different from you. Therefore, Swaha, let the Lord in me, the Paramatma, receive this and bless me to achieve that. Right? That's why Om Keshavaya Swaha, Narayanaya Swaha. It's not me. It's the Lord within me, the Paramatma I am offering to now. Right? But when we are saying Keshavaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, what we are following is the Upanishad statement saying that this body is a tree, and on that tree, on a branch, there are two birds. One is Jivatma, the other is Paramatma. The Jivatma, the bird which is enjoying the fruits of the material aspects, just needs to turn and look at the Paramatma. That's what the Upanishads tell us. So as part of that we are saying, look, I understand on this bodily tree, I am the Jivatma trying to enjoy the material benefits. I am turning around towards Paramatma. Therefore, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha. See the difference, Prabhuji? Hari Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
In the first, there is the Ishvara Bhava. In the second, there is the Amsha Dasa Swabhava. I am part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. I am his servant of the servant. Therefore, my start of any activity, I would then respect. But when I am performing the yajna, because the yajna purusha is different, I will offer with a swaha. But the beginning, I am not giving a swaha, I am doing a namaha. Yes? Do you see the difference, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is this difference clear to all the devotees assembled here, please?
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Therefore, devotional service starts with vinayam or humility. Keshavaya Namaha, not the Swaha. You see the difference? Yes. Offering
Yes.
obeisance to the Lord. What does Namaha mean? Na-ma. Right? Na-ma-ma. It's not mine in Sanskrit. Right? I tell you in simple terms this. Most of you from the Indian origin. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. When somebody comes home, we say Namaste. Right? Namaste in Sanskrit actually means na plus mama plus te. It effectively means this respect doesn't belong to me but to you, as you have Paramatma within you. Make sense? Right? The other one people say is Namaskar. Yes? In Sanskrit it says Namaskara. Okay? It's na, mama plus askara, which effectively means there is no possibility or chance for this respect to be awarded to me but to you, as you are very much carrying the Paramatma within you. So this whole Vedic civilization is about recognizing that whoever is coming and meeting us is carrying Paramatma. That's why it is said, Atidhi Devo Bhava. Yes. And also it is also said, or Atidhi Narayano Harihi. Let the guest be treated as God, or the guest is none other than Lord Narayana, as Paramatma is within them. So, the very purpose of Vedic practice is to practice humility. That's why initially they said, look, at least start with Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But what happens? Once those come, people's ego keeps enhancing. Yes or no?
Yeah.
With each accumulation, we think I am great. I'm out of the ordinary. I've done a great job. That's where the start of the issue is. That's where the start of the issue is, and that's where everything ends, and that's why we cannot understand Lord Krishna. We end up half the time forgetting Lord Krishna, because these Dharma, Artha, Kama, Mokshas are the reason for the whole Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha become the reason for the Ahankara to increase further. Make sense? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Whereas, when we move from that away and come to the surrender of the Lord, then what happens is, then it's a matter of looking at what is pleasing to the Lord. Right? What is pleasing to the Lord? Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what does he say? Mahatmanastu mam pardha daivim prakriti mashritaha bhajanti ananya manaso mama bhuta maheshwaram. The great souls always worship me as the Supreme Lord. And how do they worship? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya druhavrataha namasyantasya mam bhaktya nityekta upasate. They always glorify me. Right? So when we meet in ISKCON, when we say Hare Krishna, we are glorifying the Lord. Right? We are following the instruction of the Lord. Right? So similarly, coming to the point of Vyasadeva being instructed by Narada Muni, right? Sri Vyasadeva, despite being the Shakti Avesh avatar of the Lord, he came to that position so that he can demonstrate how when there is confusion, we should approach the Guru. Or Guru comes to the rescue. Yes, Mataji, whatever that Prabhu gave, that is right. But also the most important thing that the Lord wanted to demonstrate is the importance of one's Guru. Why? He told in Bhagavad Gita that entire knowledge is received according to Guru Parampara. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the importance of the Guru had to be established beyond doubt. And this the Lord doesn't do once, He does twice. You know when? Ramayana also, Valmiki Mahamuni had seen Ramayana, you know, when he was chanting Mara 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 and it became Rama Rama Rama. But he never compiled. Right? But when he was in doubt, again Narada Muni came and clarified to him and asked him to compile. Right? So, if you see Ramayana, also Valmiki Mahamuni needed the guidance of Narada. One who saw the preview of entire Ramayana up to Lord Ramachandra's Pattabhishekam. Lord Ramachandra's enthroning, right, after killing Ravana, was also seen completely up to that point. What Sri Valmiki saw thereafter in life was the Lavakusha and Sita Leela, which got documented later, right, because he saw that in life. Because Lord Ramachandra sent Mother Sita to be under the protection of sage Valmiki. Right? That's why he trained the boys and to sing the glories of the Lord and everything. Thereafter he is documented even what Lavakusha did, what happened with Mother Sita towards the end, etc. So if you see, even documenting that, he needed Narada Muni's guidance. Again, to show the importance of Guru, to demonstrate the importance of Guru in understanding our Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Itihasas, everything. It has to be learned through the Guru Parampara only. It cannot be from anybody and everybody. That's the reason Srila Vyasadeva was in that state, to be able to demonstrate to us how important, despite however much the disciple might appear to be knowledge and realize, how he or she still needs the Guru's mercy to be able to conduct. That's why it is said in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Brahmande Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. Right? It's by the Guru and Krishna's mercy that we will get the Bhakti Lata. Alright? So Srimad Bhagavatam is all about that Bhakti. So that Guru Prasada was essential. Probably you have all heard the Guru Vandana song. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi Dhyayam stuvantasya yashastri sandhyam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. Right? Yasya prasadat Bhagavat Prasado. It's by the Guru Prasada that one gets the Bhagavat Prasadam. So Vyasa Maharshi has demonstrated with Guru Prasada, I am able to present this Bhagavat Prasadam of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yasya Prasadam Nagati Kutopi. Before that I was confused. Yes, the Leela has been established or performed to demonstrate to that the importance of the guidance of Guru Deva. So, when Srila Vyasadeva, who is the knower of everything, who is the Shakti Avesha avatar of Lord Krishna, puts himself in such a humble position before he starts presenting Srimad Bhagavatam, just imagine how much more humility do we need before we start even attempting to try and read Srimad Bhagavatam, not even understand. Right? This is the reason I have been focusing on this in a structured manner, so that we understand how we should approach Srimad Bhagavatam in a very, very, very precise and structured and clear-cut approach. Half the time, these are considered leelas. These are not just leelas. These are nama, rupa, guna, leela. Right? When you are talking about Lord Nrsimha, right? There is nama, there is rupa, there is the guna, there is the leela. Right? That's why Srila Rupa Goswami says, Adha Sri Krishna Namani na bhavet grahyam indriyehi sevonmukhehi jihwadau swayam eva sphurati adaha. Right? He says, the name, form, the qualities and past tense, Adha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyehi, they are not perceived by the senses. Because senses can perceive what is materialistic, which is egotic. Right? But to understand and perceive this, there is a need for complete surrender and humility. Nabhavet grahim indriyehi sevon mukhehi jihwadau. It's by the tongue one perceives them. Why? When the tongue chants the name of the Lord with purity and surrender, the Lord is dancing on one's tongue. And when his lotus feet, the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord is tasted, right? We learn to appreciate the taste of the lotus feet, dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? In Hindi they say, when kids are not eating something, एक बार चखने दो, पड़ जाएगा उसको. Right? Once let him, have a bite, it comes. That's what happens with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? That's the same dust of Vrindavan that has purified Jnana and Vairagya in Kali Yuga with Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. So therefore, it's very, very important that we understand that this is a subject matter to be approached with absolute surrender and humility. In fact, any aspect of Vedic knowledge, it need not be just Puranas and it need not be just be Itihasas. Why do I say that? Valmiki Mohini demonstrates in Itihasas that humility, right? In Puranas, Vyasa Maharshi or Vyasadeva demonstrates that humility, right? It's not just Puranas and Itihasas, in everything, the Vedas, Upanishads, everywhere we need that humility and surrender. That's the Vedic way of life. When we say Namaste, Namaskar or Hare Krishna, right? It's all about, it's not me, it's not about me, it's about the Lord, right? That humility is the quintessential element for us to proceed further. When we learn with that humility, that's when we would be able to understand the Chatushloki of Srimad Bhagavatam in the first place, and then Srimad Bhagavatam itself in its own right. Otherwise, we will do it like a Karmakanda puja, like I said earlier. Ganesh puja was just an example. Any other puja, even if you do for Parvati Devi, it's all about asking husband and other things. If somebody does a Varalakshmi Vratam, it's all about asking money. Or it's all about asking, may my husband be happy. Right? It's what's in it for me. Right? And many people do during the Diwali Dasara time Lakshmi Puja quite a lot. But they forget Narayana. How can you forget that? Without Narayana, Lakshmi Devi won't be there. It's Lakshmi Narayana, Radha Krishna, right? Sita Ramachandra. We can't do it all alone. Right? But they do a lot of Lakshmi worship. They have so many Lakshmi Murtis, and there will be one Lord Narayana somewhere sitting in the altar. Poor guy. He had to be invited, he was invited. Will Mother Lakshmi be happy? So Sandhya Mataji, if you are invited without Bharat, somebody comes home and says, Sandhya Mataji, come to our wedding. Bharat Prabhu may or may not come, we don't care. Would you be happy?
I don't know, Prabhuji. Sometimes it's better to leave him and go. I'll at least go on time.
Oh, Krishna, this is Kali Yuga, I forgot. Okay, let me change my example. Let's say you both are invited, right?
Yeah.
They say, okay, bring along Prabhu. But they ask Prabhu, sit behind. And they ask you to sit at front.
Yes, Prabhuji. That feeling will always be there.
Yeah.
Will not feel nice
right,
about
because
it.
it's Kali Yuga, I had to change my example. Thank you. And also working in the IT
Sorry,
industry is not
Prabhuji.
easy. No problem. Thank you so much. I understand IT industry does induce some extra thoughts. Like, in lifestyle, punctuality and everything, because we get used to so rushing to the meeting by the minute, back-to-back meetings, right? Between meetings, there is that 5 minutes time to finish a dabba in between. Quickly, yes? No time to go to the canteen or cafeteria, yeah? Just at the desk, boom, 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 boom. Forget about 36, 3.6 times, chew each one, that's enough. Swallow and rush. Yes, so IT has done many over-punctual bad habits. So these are all aspects of the story in life too. If we are not punctual, we get upset. Sudaradhika Devidasi says, you try to work everything in life like you were working in the corporate. Because always look at the time. For me, everything is the time bound. She says, come on, relax, chill. You are not working any longer. Everything need not be time bound except the Lord's service. But now, If we say 6 o'clock we are going out, I keep looking at the watch. And she says, what is it? We said that 6 o'clock doesn't mean 6 on the dot. Not 6 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. There is an Indian stretchable time. Accept it. Right? So, yeah, certain bad habits come from the IT industry. Having worked there, still I'm yet to get over, even after a year, over those bad habits. So, therefore, yes, coming back to the topic, on a serious note, when Mother Lakshmi is invited without Lord Srimad Narayana being given the equal prominence, she wouldn't be happy. Alright? So when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, please understand, we have to go to the father, we have to go through the mother. If we read Srimad Bhagavatam, right, where there is something called Rukmini Haranam, or, actually kidnapping Mother Rukmini and marrying, if we do not show respect to the father, even if we read the Leela, where would the mother be pleased? And if the mother is not pleased, Veda Mata, where will she be happy to bless us with the right mood and understanding? Therefore, humility is quintessential. Yes? Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, is everyone clear on this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So let's proceed with the same humble opinion. It's 9 p.m. AEST there. I understand. Let's stop here. Next session, Monday, right? Which is tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow, Prabhuji.
Tomorrow. So we will do the Chatushloki of Srimad Bhagavatam, and that's where we will start with Srimad Bhagavatam.
Prabhu, one quick question shall I ask?
Yes, Prabhuji, please. I don't have a problem. I'm only concerned about your sleeping time.
Just this is a very simple question. So,
Yeah.
You are mentioning Vyasadeva has written the Itihasas, Ramayana and
No, compilation I'm talking about. When Kali Yuga we needed them, he put them together.
Okay, but Valmiki has written Ramayana as well.
Valmiki Mahamuni has written, but they have been brought forth for Kali Yuga by Vyasadeva again.
Oh.
See, over a time frame, all of these have been lost, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. So, to have a proper documented and structured thing, these are the itihasas, right? That categorization, everything Vyasadeva has done. Ramayana is itihasa, Mahabharata is itihasa, history, right? That categorization he has done. Therefore, what I say is, the way it is presented to us today is compiled by him, but written, yes, by Valmiki Mahamuni, Ramayana. Ajay Prabhu, clear on the difference?
Yeah, to some extent.
Let me put it this way, Prabhu. Let's say, right, you and I, we are working in a single organization, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You compile a process document, right? And you present it there and you say, hey, Srinivas, this is a process document you can use in future for this particular process. I am leaving the organization and you are leaving. Right? Then Srinivas continues and creates many other process documentation, right? And he categorizes them. He picks up what Ajay has done and also slots it in a particular place, right?
Yeah.
So, the compiler of the structure is Srinivas, while the actual author is Ajay. Yes, Prabhuji?
Okay. Yeah, okay, bro.
Yes.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
The others, yes, Srila Vyasadeva was narrating and, Lord Vinayaka was writing. Yes. But this particular thing, it's about the categorizing and bringing it for us, for Kali Yuga Vasis to be able to relate to that and connect to that. It was done by Srila Vyasadeva. Right?
Yeah.
On that note, are you all aware of how Lord Ganesha ended up getting into a contract with Srila Vyasadeva to write the entire Vedas and everything? Are you aware of the Leela?
No.
Anybody not
No,
aware?
Prabhuji.
Okay. Then it's important I'll quickly cover that and close today, because that will be the culmination. When Srila Vyasadeva was narrating, those need to be compiled, the verses, because until then it was all oral, but he then seeks the help of Lord Ganesha or Lord Vinayaka to actually write. Then Lord Vinayaka says, right, look, I will write and for you, but my pen should not stop ever at all. My pen should not stop ever at all. But Vyasadeva needs to breathe when he is speaking. So what Vyasadeva says is, that's fine, but you must think, understand and write this. Why? When Lord Ganesha, whatever Srila Vyasadeva said, Lord Ganesha, by the time he thought through and understood, Srila Vyasadeva could take a breath. That's how the entire compilation had happened. Right? So please understand, these were done with great amount of commitment by none other than Lord Vinayaka, the destroyer of hurdles in this material realm, saying that these Vedic scriptures, including Srimad Bhagavatam, are quintessential for living here. When Lord Ganesha himself is willing to come and become a subservient to Srila Vyasadeva, how much subservience we need. That's why it is said in Isopanishad, Yatpada Pallava Yugam Vinidhaya Kumbhadvandve Pranama Samaye Saganadhiraja Vigran Vihantu Malamasya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. What does Lord Vinayaka do to destroy the obstacles in the three worlds? The first thing he does is offers obeisances at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, touching the mounds. He has the tusks, right? He has one tusk and the other broken tusk, right? He doesn't want the Lord's feet to be hurt. Therefore, he touches the mounds. Right? Because when he touches the feet, the broken tusk, it could scrape the Lord's feet, right? Yes? That's why he touches the mounds there. Understand the degree of surrender Lord Vinayaka is demonstrating. If the Ishatanaya, the son of the Ishvara, is so humble, what are we? Is so infinitesimal, somewhere in a room, in this huge creation, thinking I am Ishvara. Yes? Yeah? Yatpada Palavayam Vinidhaya Kumbhatunde Pranama Samayesa Ganadharaja. What does he become? Vigran Vihantu Malamasya Jagatrayasya. He becomes capable to destroy all the obstacles in the three worlds. Right? Why? It's the Lord's blessings. That's why in ISKCON we chant Narasimhadev Mahamantram, because he is the destroyer of obstacles. It's not that we disrespect any Devata. It's not that we respect all of them, but we understand everything emanates from Lord Krishna. That's why we pray to Lord Narasimhadeva. So, next session, before we start, let's also chant. After Jai Radha Madhav, we'll do a little bit of Narasimhadev Kirtan, pray to the Lord, and then start Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Gaura Siddharnath Premanandi. Hari Hari.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.